Hi, everybody. My name is Lindsay, and I'm a Bravoholic.
You're pretty quiet. Bravo, bravo, bravo.
Honey, you have to stop saying that.
Bravoholics Anonymous.
Thomas, do you like my sweater vest? It's Colton inspired.
I do. It's beautiful. I think you pull it off better than him. No shame.
The inspiration for putting this on today was to save sweater vests so that they wouldn't be ruined by Colton.
Yeah. Anything he promotes, we don't like.
Exactly. So like really white teeth, sweater vests with no shirt underneath, leaning and staring at people like you're going to murder them. We don't support any of those things. But this is so sweater vests aren't on the list. If I'm wearing it, it's okay.
It's okay.
Also, my sweater vest is cute because it has a dog looking classy.
Oh, that is cute.
She's looking styling.
Classy.
Yeah.
I'm giving you, we're currently covered in snow and ice here. So I'm giving you après ski, flat hair, red nose, off the slope.
Winter House inspired.
Winter house. Yeah.
Yeah. Winter House. I love that. Well, welcome back to Bravoholics Anonymous, everybody. And welcome back, Thomas.
Thank you. I am Thomas and I'm still a Bravoholic.
Amazing. It's good to hear. I wasn't worried. I really wasn't, especially with how good it is getting on Traitors. But we'll get into that soon. First, I want to welcome back our audience, everyone to their weekly meeting and support group for all things reality TV. And if you're new here, this is a safe space where Bravo addicts and pop culture obsessives can come to break down the drama one meltdown at a time. And I was really inspired last week, Thomas, by your face masks. And so I am going to do a beauty thing today as well while we're recording. And I'm hoping I can lean on some of your unique set of skills to help me.
Yeah, I'll help any way I can.
So I purchased
You need it.
What?
Nothing? Just go.
I purchased a L'Oreal Paris Feria shimmering color highlight box dye kit.
Oh, okay.
And my plan is to color my eyebrows, lift and color my eyebrows. This is what they're promising me, okay?
Okay.
During the pod, because I've recently added more highlights to my hair, and my natural color is this like dark chestnut, and I really need to, I think it'll just soften things a little bit if maybe not, maybe I'll hate it. Maybe I'll look like a psychopath, but I figured I'd give it a try. Yeah. So I'm going to clip my bangs back to start.
Two things. I am joking. I think you're obviously beautiful. Second, I think you actually did the right thing. I think this is what I would use this box dye for, is something like this.
Yeah. Never lighten your own hair at home. That's stupid. My mother taught me that. Never try to do blonde on your own because the toning and everything is so difficult. Bleach is scary and you don't want to break all your hair off.
Let's see. Have I ever? Yeah, no, I've never broken anyone's hair off, but people do that at home. There's like many videos about it.
Well, I looked while I was waiting for you to update your software. I pulled up an article from whowhatwear.com on how to tint your eyebrows at home. And it instructed me to get some very specific materials. So beyond the kit itself, I got some Vaseline. I got a bunch of cotton swabs, and I got a little brush that probably should be cleaned better. But my degree of preparation has already been exceeded, and the laziness is now kicked in. So whatever past makeup might be on this, I'm going to use the cotton swabs. That's what I'm going to do. And a paper towel. Here's my question. As a professional hairstylist who probably has not so much experience using box dye to color your eyebrows at home.
Correct.
Here's what came in the box, okay? So first is the step one. This is I hate that they have to use like their stupid brand shit. It's called the Shimmering Conditioning Color Gel. So this is the color. Duh.
Okay. Sure.
Then we've got this Shimmering Developing. This is the developer, right? Do you like there we go.
Oh, perfect.
And then it came with a aromatic serum, which I assume is just fragrance that you're putting in the package.
Okay.
And then there's finally a complex care conditioner, and
It's nice.
that's not till like later in the steps, so I don't even know if I'm going to use that for my brows, or maybe I could laminate them with it. I don't know if that'll work. You know how they
Yeah.
like do the cellophane on your brow thing with some kind of product? I don't know, like
Uh-huh.
I don't know what it is. Anyway, so I was looking at these instructions, and it
Mhm.
says before you start, like I went and cleaned my brows with a cleansing serum. So blank canvas. I've pulled my hair
Great.
back. It says to twist off the top of the developing solution and add the coloring solution and the aromatic, and then shake it. Do you think I need to
Okay.
use all this product? Or do you think I should just do like partial, like a tablespoon of each in a bowl?
I would say that. Well,
Because I don't want to waste, but also these are different sizes, and I got a D in chemistry.
So my thought is, yes, so that you could. Okay, I have a few thoughts.
Okay.
Yes, you should not mix all of it so that you can use it many times.
Okay.
However, if you're breaking a seal and it's going to be oxidized because it's reacting to the air, then it might not be worth saving. And also, when you're just adding it all together, these are specific ratios that they have
I know.
created. So
It was
you
only
have to know-
$13. The
Yeah.
the
that's worth it to
environmentalist
get
in my heart is like, there's got to be a way to save it. But then also, like, the total noob and mathematically declined person in me is like, maybe this time you just do all of it. And then if it seems to be really successful, then we start workshopping a way to save product down the road.
Yes, I like that. Because maybe you can go to like a Sally's and get just like a bunch of developer and a bunch of hair color, like a tube of hair color, and do it that way next time.
Like a professional.
Sure. Or like, quasi-professional. I mean, that's like as professional as you can get at home, basically.
What do they call it? Like the at-home, what do they call it?
Oh, kitchen beautician?
I'll be the kitchen beautician.
Yeah.
Welcome to Kitchen Beautician with Bravoholics Anonymous. Ding. Ding. That's my teeth. Ding. Okay, so I'll do it. I'm going to do it.
Do it.
I'll do it right here in front of my computer. So safe, so smart.
Use it as a mirror. Do you have to cover
I'm
your
gonna
sweater
use it
vest?
as a
Make sure you
mirror.
don't get it on your sweater vest.
It's not, what am I going to go? I'm not going to do that.
Let me tell you. Okay.
You have no faith in me.
No, I just know how like gloopy gloppy it can get.
I know, but I was thinking I'm just gonna like mix it. I'm not even gonna take the top off. I'm just gonna go in there with a Q-tip and wipe it and then put it on. It also says I have to prep the skin, and I've got to put Vaseline around my brows. So I guess
Make sure
I'll do
you don't
that.
get it. Make sure you don't get it on the brows, because then it won't get on that part of your brow.
God, I haven't done
It'll be
this since
patchy.
my sister let me color her hair in the tub. I was always the girlfriend that would color everyone's hair for them.
That checks out.
You can trust me.
Yeah, I see that happening.
I was like, let me do it.
The blind confidence that you had creating those Trader Joe's gingerbread houses every time, failing every time. I could see
Every
like,
time.
Yeah, I can do it, no problem.
One has actually never worked for me.
Right.
And this isn't a knock on Trader Joe's, because I love that they come out with like a White House cookie house for 4th of July. That's so cool. But also, none of them ever stay together. The icing never holds the cookie walls. And what's the deal with that?
Yeah.
I need scissors.
It's quite the metaphor.
So then you have to, make your own artistic license with things.
Post-apocalyptic White House, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We can't all be true artists, By the way, what do you think of my new Bravoholics Anonymous neon sign?
Wait, I can't see it. Let me expand you.
Expand the window.
Gorge.
I'm gonna hang it. I'm gonna hang it in more of a studio style design soon, but just because I was so excited about it, today it's leaning on a chair.
When did you get that chair? That's so cool.
This chair is from, I got it at Home Goods. Wow, we're plugging brands today. I got it
Yeah.
at Home Goods, and I colored it was really obnoxiously lime green, and obviously no one wanted it, so I spray painted it matte black.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, DIY.
I want to say I did. I had a man do it.
TaskRabbit.
No.
Oh, just like a man friend, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, you should help me with this.
You know what you should do? Yeah.
You
what
know.
you should do?
Okay, next Thomas, we need to debate how long this is going to stay on my face for. It says 20
Irrelevant.
minutes with a little clocky thing. Then it says 10 minutes. Once time is up, apply remaining mixture to the roots and completely saturate and arrange your hair. So this is for like a full head of hair. Or root
Right.
application 25 minutes. So maybe we do 18 minutes? 15 and check and then 5 more?
Is it saying that you do your mins and ends for 20 minutes and then add the root and put that on for 25 minutes?
All over color is 20 minutes and then roots for 10. So that's 30 total
Okay.
for all over. And then root application is 25 minutes and then 5 minutes is for mid-lengths and ends.
So it sounds like 30
it's
minutes.
30 every time. That seems like so much time for your brows though.
I mean, yeah, because it should be the same because it's all terminal hair. Like it's all the same. It's not vellus hair. It's not lanugo hair. It's all terminal hair. If it might be finer than your head hair though. So I would start with like 20, and then it's gonna be hard to check it without taking it off. What developer does it say? What developer that developer is? Does it say what value?
God. You're so smart. Let me see.
Is it 20 volume?
God, whenever I look at ingredients lists, it just freaks me out. Like, what are these chemicals?
Everything's a chemical.
Of course, it's probably private. They're not saying.
Yeah. Okay. My guess is that it's probably 20 or 30 volume because it is lifting. So I would say do 20 and keep it, like look at it and then you can wipe it off, and then if it's still not done, then put it back on for 10 more.
All right, I'm going to put on my complimentary gloves.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice of them.
Isn't that so sweet? And I'm going to Vaseline up these brows, okay?
Oh, yeah. Are you going to apply it with the brush? That brush that you said had makeup on it?
What?
Oh, very good.
Yeah, I was going to.
That's good. Okay, good. I was going to say you should do a brush or a spoolie. Don't do it with the Q-tip. That's not enough.
Okay, I'll use this brush.
Yeah.
Of course they don't. Oh my God. Back in the day, they used to give you like the brush and kit to put do your hair. Now they don't. They sell that separately. What is wrong with this country? The capitalism is like, it's out of control, dude. It's out of control.
And also like everything that comes with the USB thing only comes with the cord. It doesn't come with an actual plug to plug into the wall.
Just should be illegal.
Yeah.
Okay, it's going to be really hard for me to do here, so I'm just going to show you what I'm going to go to the mirror. But basically, I'm going to not touch any of my hair. I'm just going to go around my brow.
Oh, yeah, don't touch the hair.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Hi, Archie.
He's just so comfy. Look at him.
Look at him, splooted out on the couch.
I know. Oh my God, I'm scared. I feel like the Vaseline is scared to die.
I mean, worst case scenario, if it goes poorly, you could just color your brows until they grow back out.
Her hair grows
like a brow,
like
a tinted brow gel.
Okay, how does this look?
Let me see.
It's burning my eyes a little bit.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I mean, definitely like I would go like back and forth, like really get it in there.
Really get it in there.
Like put on. You should. You know where like you ice a cake. You should see no cake.
You want me to really gloop it?
Really gloop it.
Well, these brows are just so dark. It's gonna be. Let me get.
Yeah, you want to really saturate. Cream, like a lot of cream cheese on a bagel.
I love that. Yeah, we'll just cover it then.
It's very gloopy now.
Great. Gloopy
Start the
on.
timer.
Start the timer.
Well, are you ready to talk about Traitors, Thomas, while my eyebrows develop?
Yes. Yes.
All right, everybody, let's dive into Traitors Season 4, Episode 4.
Cut the head off the snake.
Good. Thanks, Thomas.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Well, we're picking up on Traitors this week with the, kill in live in person? What do they call it? Kill in plain sight? Murder in plain sight. Everyone's bound to a tree, and we're starting off at the breakfast table, and we're going to find out who.
Oh, murder face to face. Sorry.
That's it. Murder face to face. All right. Well, we're kicking off the episode, leaving off on our murder face to face, where we had a number of faithfuls tied to trees, and we're going to find out who died.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get to who died, which we all know was Caroline at this point, because you weren't listening to this if you've already watched the episode. Let's be real. Let's talk about the fashion. Let's talk about the fashion of the episode. Alan's orange suit, orange glasses, leopard blouse was really sophisticated. This is actually, I know it's the most like ready to wear of the looks he's modeled so far, but I loved the color palette on him. I thought it was fresh and bold and fun, but I also loved that it kind of encompassed Lisa Rinna's leopard furry coat and Tiffany's orange like pinstripe zoot suit.
Yeah. Was this the part where did he have his wicker basket hat on yet?
No. Okay. So then when we go to the
that.
competition, they almost put, instead of he took the blazer off and put on a different blazer that was like giving Wicker-Man from the 1970s, which, if you're unfamiliar, is the movie that inspired Ari Aster's Midsommar. A lot of people are like, oh my God, Ari Aster is such a genius. But really, Midsommar is, if you go watch Wicker-Man, it's the same movie. And it was filmed in Scotland, which I thought was really cool. So he has like...
Wicker-Man was?
Yes. Or at least it takes place there on like a little island. And it's like... It's got like a straw wickery element on the blazer, almost like the vest part of it. The sleeves are still orange. And then he's got the little straw hat to match. And then honestly, my inner child will never get angry with jewels and gems, but like the eye gem thing was just a little extra. It wasn't, I felt like the makeup lady was like, well, I want to do something fun too. And she did that.
2 gems.
And it was just like too much. Look at my brows.
Are they lightning?
I don't know. They're turning colors.
Yeah, so the oxidizing color is gonna look crazy.
Oh my God.
It's great. It's great. It's great. It's gonna be great.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I like the face gems. I don't know. I just love the fun that Alan has. I like
Me
it.
too.
And I like that
I love it. There's no limits.
Yeah,
I do love it. There's no limits. And then Wonder Boy this episode is wearing this like white blouse with the little teal cardigan that makes me want to beat him up. I'm so sorry. Like, I don't endorse violence, but there's something about his outfit to me that feels like the wolf in Grandma's Clothes and Little Red Riding Hood. Like it doesn't read as like, this is who Colton is. This is natural for him. It feels like he's an imposter and he's trying to play this part, and it's not. Johnny Weir looks natural in his fashion. Maura looks natural in her fashion. Lisa looks natural in her fashion. They all feel like they represent him. And I feel like Wonder Boy is just like literally ate grandma and is trying to fake us. We're all Little Red Riding Hood, and he's trying to fake us all out with his wardrobe choices.
Yeah, it's giving like, it's also not the serve he thinks it is. I think it's
No.
kind of like it's giving like country club, like cardigan draped over a blouse. Yeah.
It was horrible. And rumor has it they had to staple it to his shoulder because it kept coming off. And production was getting really annoyed with the continuity of it all, that they had to staple it to his shirt at one point. So that's funny. Candace in the yellow suit and the teal beret.
I love her stuff.
Her fashion this season. I know we all talk about how great Mora's fashion is this season. Candace, every single episode is so cute and so spot on, and I love it. I really do.
Yeah.
Any other outfits that you like thought ate the house down that you want to highlight?
I loved Monet's like sort of plaid tartan corset. That I liked the shape of it too.
With the
And I
teal
really liked-
shirt.
Yes, and I really liked Mark's outfit. I loved his little sunglasses and his suit with his hair. And I wrote that I liked Kristen's outfit too. I liked her sparkly suit.
Hold on a second. Let's take a break for me to wipe under my brow because it's getting a little bit. It feels like it's leaking.
Sure. A leaky brow. We don't want a leaky brow.
No. Okay. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah, Monet's look was really cute. I thought it was really different. I liked that instead of like a cummerbund, Monet was playing with a more feminine silhouette by doing the corset. So I thought that was really kind of fresh and something we haven't seen yet. The glasses looked really good. It was a look for sure.
Yeah.
So jumping into breakfast, we see all these amazing outfits. Right off the jump, Monet pulls out a classic faithful idea, which is always a good strategy, but can sometimes misguide the faithfuls. And that's to totally grill the people coming into breakfast about their experience the night before. Thomas, do you think this is like, we've seen it time and again on Traitors. Do you think this is like a good strategy for the faithfuls to take? Or do you think it often just takes them down the wrong road?
I think it's both. I think it's like it would be dumb to not do it at all. But like they were like Ron didn't talk about the axe, so it's probably him. So yeah, it's not
I feel
didn't
like
go well.
okay, if I was playing the game as a faithful, you have to ask the question, but I just don't know how heavily I would weight the responses. I feel like it's more valuable for faithful to get somebody out that you actually just don't want to work with, finding ammunition to like pin it against them to get them out as opposed to like actually snuffing out a traitor.
And plus, I feel like I would care more about like how quickly it took them to come up with something, or like how they said something instead of what they said.
Like when Lisa asked to have a drink first,
I'd be like, oh, okay.
That would be a tell for me. But also, like, you have to take into account who the person is. And like Lisa Rinna is a performer, and she, like, I would also excuse her asking for more time because I'd be like, oh yeah, here she goes.
Here she goes.
Give it
I
to
will
us,
say
Lisa.
this.
And she's like, in the forest. You know what I mean? The maple tree.
It's like, really, you know what kind of tree it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, my first Bravo moment was how they were grilling her at breakfast. I loved it. And how she was just like, it's coming from every direction. And I was like, well, yeah, girl. I'm glad that the Traitors are doing well because I've never seen a traitor win on this show before in the couple seasons I've watched. So like I like that they're sweating a little bit finally.
You got to watch season 1.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
that was the half normies, half celebs, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
So, the key takeaways from breakfast for me, Ron heard light footsteps, so he's saying it's Mora, which is crazy because there's so many tiny women there.
Right.
Then Lisa's storytelling made me laugh really hard. I was like, oh, she nailed it. I mean, and then Eric is a character that I'm starting to notice is the king of confirmation bias. So he heard something and he's not going to tell us what it is until the end of the episode when, of course, we find out he heard a laugh. And I just think that, like, it just goes to show that sometimes the faithfuls, when they get someone in their mind, they're just looking for things that confirm their beliefs versus actually like discerning what's valuable and not valuable. So I think Eric quickly in this scenario as an audience member becomes somebody that I would like never trust with information or anything. I would be like, yeah, he's just a pure follower. He's a sheep.
I did make 2 notes that at breakfast that I think Rob is better with a little bit of facial hair, because if he doesn't have any facial hair, he looks like a child. And that Eric is hotter to me now.
Eric is hotter to you now.
Yeah, I don't know why that was worth sharing,
Today it's working.
Yeah, it was working for me, and it has since. Yeah.
Okay, great. That's good to know.
Just wanted everyone to know. Yeah.
Well, everyone finds out Caroline is murdered, and Lisa, we see the flashback, and we get this incredible scene with Caroline and the traitors, but specifically with Lisa Rinna, who pulls out these old school soap opera skills. And Caroline kicks it off with a, Lisa, you bitch. Like,
Rinna,
she
you
gave
bitch.
it to her. I actually give credit to Caroline, because whether she was prompted to by a producer or not, like, what a great opportunity, like, to at least go out with something, to look at Lisa and be like, you bitch, and get it back from Lisa was hysterical. And she's like, back to Dubai, Caroline. And she's like, well, I'll see you guys around at BravoCon or something. And she's like, no, you won't.
No, you won't. That was incredible.
I love that they bring up BravoCon. It just like it was great. It was great for me. But it made me sit and think, Thomas, who would you murder? Out of the people that were tied to the trees, what would be best for your game as a traitor? Who would you murder?
I mean, I guess Carolyn was a smart choice, because I think we talked about this last time, that like Ron is a great like buffer distraction, and I guess Kristen's smart, but like we just know that because people say that. I haven't seen her do anything. Eric, it would be between Eric and Carolyn's a housewife, and that would throw off the scent of 2 housewives. So yeah, I think they made the right choice.
I really feel like I'm on the fence about it. I naturally put myself in a position where I'm playing as either Candace or Lisa. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because I'm female. Maybe it's because I'm a Bravoholic. But I honestly probably would have killed Eric, because as Lisa or Candace, I don't see Eric working with them ever. He seems to be like a little bit of a shadow to the boys right now. And I think Caroline is going to be more suspicious before me. Like I think Caroline's posture, the way she holds herself, the way she talks, could come off more traitor-esque and more of a threat quicker than Candace, and maybe like double up next to Lisa. So, and she has a certain intensity about her. So I understand that killing a housewife might throw people off the scent, but I also think it's more of a Rob move and not necessarily beneficial for a Lisa or Candace. I kind of feel like you should keep those numbers.
That's true. Like maybe as a housewife, she would have continued to work alongside them and trusted them, even though
like I don't think she ever would have went for Lisa or Candace.
Because she seemed genuinely shocked. Rinna, you bitch.
Yeah. So I don't know if I would have killed her. I actually think I would have killed, Eric or Kristen. If I was a traitor, I probably would have got rid of Kristen. Kristen's smart, and we'll see it down the road, but she's smart.
I will say,
what? Sorry.
This was another one of my Bravo moments. This whole murder sequence. I also loved how it was so corny though, that it was like Candace was like, by the order of the traitors, and Rob goes, "You're murdered." Like it's so funny to me that they had to be like, "Okay, yeah, well, you're murdered."
Well, guess what? You're murdered now.
And Rob had to be like, "You're murdered." Okay.
How do my brows look? Checking in.
They look great. You have 4.5 minutes left. They look great.
Okay.
They look crazy, but it'll be great.
Do I look like Eugene Levy?
A little bit. You look like Johnny Rose.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, so after breakfast, everyone breaks off into little groups before the competition to like talk about who they're suspecting and shit. And I noticed the first boys click, and maybe I'm hypersensitive to boy clicks. Maybe it's because I used to work in professional sports and like they would bark at each other and then I'll go into conference rooms together. Maybe it's because I hate them, but the boys all get together and there's a little group. Colton pulls Monet, Rob, and Mark. And I mean, immediately I'm like, bing, red flag. If I saw 4
Yeah.
boys talking together on the lawn, I'd be like, I'm murdering one of them, like instantly. And he says, I want to take another big swing. Of course, Wonder Boy wants to take another big swing. So then he goes, I'm targeting Tiffany. And remember last episode when we were doing the cages, how he was like, she's controlling because she wanted to play the game. And Michael Rappaport's in the cage. Like, how dare she want to play and let the man sit out? She's controlling. And now he's targeting her.
Okay, so I'm going to play a little bit of devil's advocate. Like,
Please.
I think I know when we get to the round table, like he's explaining it better in that he's like, she laid out a plan like she's secure and like knows that she's going to be fine. I think, but the way he framed it was like she's in control, and that's not okay. And like that's gross.
It's just giving like I float through life. I came on this show and didn't watch one season of a competition show, and
Yeah.
I have no idea how to strategize or theorize anything. So here's the thing with Wonder Boy. Did I say that right? It's Wonder Boy.
Wonder Boy, yep. Think of Wonder Bread. He's so white. He's Wonder Bread.
Thank you. Yeah, now I'll never forget. So here's the thing with Wonder Boy. He's just looking for confirmation bias. He's looking for other people's support on the person he's choosing to target. I think because Tiffany is an articulate and intelligent person, that's what he saw. And that's what he's going after. It's not because she gave a plan and feels too confident. But I can hear you. And that's a great reason. Like, he's great at finding really innocent reasons for the things he's going after. But do I believe in his core that Wonder Boy Colton is actually like, oh, she's a traitor because she listed a plan? No. I think he's like, who can I manipulate? Who's going to fall in line behind me and who's not? Who can I bond with and who's not? Yeah.
She wouldn't even let Michael play. She wouldn't let me run the show. Oh, your timer. Eyebrows.
Okay, well, wait, that's a really good point, Thomas. That's exactly what I'm trying to say, is that if she wanted to play and wouldn't let Michael play, and he's a big voice, Colton's probably intimidated.
Yeah.
Okay, our timer went off for my eyebrows. It's been, 20 minutes?
20 minutes.
Okay, let me get closer so you can look and be the judge.
Okay. I mean, I can't really tell until you wipe it off. I would do the full 30, but that's just me. But
if you would do the full 30, let's do 8 more minutes. Let's do 28 minutes.
Okay, great. Let me set up another timer.
Oops.
Okay. We are a go.
Okay, great. Oh my God, if this works and I'm more beautiful, I'll be so excited.
I don't know if that's possible, but we'll see.
Stop. You're being sweet. Okay. So that's my take on him targeting Tiffany. And I also think he's kind of like Mr. Shark Pants. And he's like, I got one out. I was right about Donna. Now I'm going to be right about this one. And I'm okay. As we talked about earlier, as a confident person, I would never be this confident about anything. Like he's going into it like, you can vote me out. Like he did with the Donna thing. You can vote me out. If I change my vote at the last second, you can vote me out next round table. Like I'm taking out Donna tonight. Like once he saw that was a successful strategy to get everyone on board for dogpiling someone, now he's trying to do it with Tiffany, and he's starting before the competition so that his boys can be in their cars communicating it, or when they go into the competition, they can make sure that like whatever resources are there, Tiffany's not accessing them because that's their agreed target. And it is a way to play the game. I'm not going to lie. Like if I had an alliance and we decided to do something like that to take out Wonder Boy Colton himself, I would be down to do it. So I'm not going to knock the strategy. I'm not. But I do think it's really reckless because it presents such a big target on himself.
But that's how he wants to play. And it is a strategy, and I commend him for that. But I do tend to be annoyed by everything he does.
Me too. It only gets worse for me. Okay, so I want to now talk about how the Bravoholics Anonymous TikTok page posted a TikTok the other day. It was of me. Mid-episode, I sat and recorded a video saying, like, I think it's really interesting that Colton appears to only be targeting women. He's only ever looking at and targeting women. And Lisa fucking Rinna chimed in the comments. And so basically the TikTok is like, you can go check it out on our page, Bravoholics.anonymous on TikTok. But basically I'm like, I just noticed that Colton's only targeting women. Like, what do we think of that? And Lisa Rinna's like, I know what I think of that in the comments. And it went crazy viral. And now I need to like make a t-shirt or a mug with that on it. I feel like it's necessary.
I know what I think of that. Yeah.
But she's just I've always been a Rinna fan. Like, I love a hustler. I was telling my dad this the other day when I was at the dog park. I was like, I remember when she was on The Celebrity Apprentice. And I know it's not the time to bring up that show of all shows in this climate, but like when she was on that show, she's a genuine hustler. She's like, what's the mission? We need to break off into teams. You'll notice every time they break off into teams, she's like, okay, let's do teams. Who wants to be on my team? Like, she just executes. When you tell her what to do, she goes and does it. And I, as somebody who is that person, I really love it. I love her. And she commented on our TikTok, our brand new TikTok, 1 week in. So that really helped. And I think we have over 100 followers now on it. So
Thanks, Lise.
Thanks, Lise. Of course, as I anticipated, Colton is in the car and he's starting to tell people, I'm going for Tiffany. I'm taking a big swing. And then Monet goes and tells his car that they're targeting Tiffany. And in Monet's car, they're kind of more uncertain about it. Candace is like, what? Like, why are we targeting Tiffany? And Monet's like, yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. And it's just like, I don't know. As an outspoken voice and someone who has no fear sharing her opinion, I would have a really hard time with them going after Tiffany this early. As a faithful, I would want to keep Tiffany. I just think she is smart, and I don't believe she's a traitor. So I'd be like, no, I want to keep Tiffany. She can articulate a plan of targets three days out. That gives me 3 days security. I'm not going to target her for it. I'm going to be like, great, my name wasn't any of those 3. Tiffany's staying. I
like this plan. Yeah.
Yeah. Why? I don't understand why Colton's like going after her for it when she has a plan for 3 and he can be behind it and be like, Tiffany's got a plan to get these 3 guys out and she thinks they're traitors. So let's do it. And then on week 4, he could be like, Tiffany, you were wrong. We got to get you out now. Like, I just don't understand. There's no, oh my God, my eyebrow is so itchy. There's no long-term I want to like, there's no long-term strategy for it. It's just not smart, but whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. What did you think of the competition? What do you think about this? Like, they break off into groups, and each group has to go look for spears. And then they have to light them on fire and jab them into these wicker-man style. That's why I think Alan Cumming's outfit is so wicker-man. Giant wicker-man shape that will engulf itself in flames and yell out another player's name to remove their shield. I love that Traitors this season has so many more games where they're starting to target each other. Like, past seasons, there wasn't enough of it. And I remember at the beginning of the season, we wanted more like of them exposing who they're targeting. And I think this game is giving us that.
Yeah. And plus, it's really funny to watch them pretend to be warriors screaming someone's name as they stab.
I know.
Like a wicker placemat that none of them broke. Like, they just like moved to the side. I was like, those are some strong wicker placemats.
Yeah, and the really wicker placemat just goes.
Was like.
Yeah. No, it was.
I had
what?
I had a few notes. I was just drooling over Steve. Like, while he was telling the rules of the game, Steven was looking amazing. And then my first hell no moment is when they were splitting into groups. Monet says to the only wrong person, says to Candace that he's suspect of Lisa.
Let's talk about that. I don't think it was a bad move for Monet. I don't, because in every other season of Traitors, the traitors have gone against each other. And I think Candace is doing a really good job of connecting with people and getting trust from people. I really do. And I think if this was any other season, that Candace would have kept that to herself. This is the only season of the 4 US seasons that we've watched where the traitors are actually working together. And unfortunately, it bit Monet in the ass. But it's like, you have to, as a faithful, pick people that you trust. Monet clearly trusts Natalie and Candace. Those are the 2 people I see that Monet is like the truest to. And maybe like a Kristen or somebody after that. Like there's clearly like people that Monet is looking to connect with. And Candace decided to be loyal to the Traitors, which I give Candace a ton of credit for because it's making this season so exciting for us as viewers to be like, we're rooting for the Traitors for once. Because last season it was so rough. It was so rough to watch.
So rough.
Yeah.
Your timer went off.
Oh my God. Okay.
It's time.
It's time to take the brows off.
I'm excited.
I'm just gonna go get a wet paper towel and go like this, or should I get a washcloth?
I do a washcloth.
Be right back.
Yeah.
And what temperature water?
Just, lukewarm, whatever. It's gonna be cold by the time you do it anyway, probably.
Our timer's gone off in the middle of our podcast, and it's time for me to reveal what has happened to these brows. And judging by the developing color, I'm very concerned that they're just the same color.
Yeah.
That is my fear. Okay, here we go. Let me get in nice and close.
Getting close. Oh my God, it froze. Oh no.
No, it didn't.
Well, for me, it did.
No, it didn't.
No, it didn't. I think they look different.
They do?
Well, they're also wet, so you're probably gonna have to wait for them to dry. Yeah, they look different to me. They look lighter.
They do look a little lighter. Okay, let's
Yeah.
do the other one. Quick.
Quick. Before that one gets a different color.
Before it's a different color. It says you're supposed to wipe outward like this along the brow line. And you don't want to scrub and you don't want to go back and forth because sometimes the dye will go into the brow follicles around your brow and it'll help too. Okay, and here's the finished look.
Oh yeah.
Do you think it truly
you look lighter. I mean, it doesn't look like that.
It does not look blonde
But-
like that. Come on.
Yeah, but I will say they're also still wet. Maybe go into with like a toner or something.
No, they are lighter.
Good.
Oh my God. Oh my God. It worked.
It worked. Yay!
Wow. Okay, wait. Can you see? They are lighter.
Totally.
They were dark chestnut before.
And now they're like a.
And now they've got like, I think it literally works. Oh my God. Should we jump back into it?
Yes.
Now that my brows are lighter?
Beautiful, stunning.
You know how much they charge for this at the brow salon that I go to in Beverly Hills?
How much?
I think it's like $75 or $80 to lighten.
Wow. I wonder how much.
I just did it for $13.
Now I want to see how much our brow tint costs.
You should start adding that to your packages, Thomas.
I do that. Let's see.
And hopefully this inspires other Bravoholics to lighten their own brows at home.
You too can lighten your brows with what you've seen today.
That's right. Okay, so back to the competition, you guys. Now that I have better brows, we have to go back to the competition. Everyone's looking for spears all around, and I am going to just point out the things that I think are most relevant to us when it comes to this competition. First, I will list off all the people at the groups and who they target. So Colton, Kristen, and Mark eliminate Ron. Monet, Lisa, Eric, and Candace eliminate Tiffany. That's not a surprise. Monet calls out Tiffany because Colton told Monet Tiffany before they started.
Yeah.
Johnny, Ron, Jam, and Tiffany call out Monet because they immediately saw Monet target Tiffany. And Tiffany had this like hilarious march when she stabbed Monet's thing. So that was great. Rob, Tara, Dorinda, and Maura go after Michael, and Michael sees it. And so then Michael, Natalie, and Steven, like Michael, they give it to Michael and they let him choose who to go after. And he goes after Tara, and he starts screaming, Tara! And it's just like, everyone gives Michael Rappaport such shit, but that is reality TV gold. It made me laugh so fucking hard that he was like yelling and trying to torment her by screaming her name to get back at their group. Like he was taking all of it as Tara, and then it's just like it's so Big Brother there, because there's like these major moments in Big Brother that have happened over the years where someone's really pissed off, so they try to make someone's life like a living hell in the house, and they'll like bang pots and pans around them for hours and like scream and psychological warfare. And this is just like Michael's little innocent version of it, and everyone's so hypersensitive. They're all like, Michael is like a bully, Michael's this and that, but I'm like, this is nothing. This is like a little smidgy of a taste of what these people do on these reality competition shows. And so it made me laugh really hard because I love Tara, but this was so funny.
So funny. And I love that they were like these corn dolls that were supposed to mark where the spears were, and he was like, I got the doll. And it's like, no, that's not what the point.
No, you don't need the doll, Michael.
You don't need the doll. I also, one of my Bravo moments was when Tiffany, when that group was like, yeah, we got Tiffany, and Tiffany was walking out, she goes, I hope the fuck they didn't. And she was like, now wait a minute, bitch. And then in her like talking head,
her
she was
Detroit
like,
came out for real. She's
like,
from Detroit. And
give me a spear.
Yeah.
Give me a spear.
Yeah.
Oh,
give
so
me a
funny.
Spear. Give it to me. So they go after Tara. Then Rob, Tara, and Dorinda come back, and they go after Steven. I thought that was really weird.
I know, not my man.
I was like, Tara chose Steven. And then she said she felt bad about it. I'm like, why did you choose Steven?
Yeah, why
That's
did you?
Weird.
Yeah.
Colton, Kristen, and Mark go after Lisa. And that's when I knew Colton's next move, because Colton is targeting women. And this is the first moment we hear him start talking about Lisa. And he shows his cards in the competitions. So I'm like, bing, Colton said Lisa. Johnny, Ron, Jam, and Tiffany have the next spear, and Ron picks Maura because of his footstep theory.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, which makes no sense, because if she was a traitor, why are you taking your shield away?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess because you think she's a traitor and she doesn't need it. But he says he wants to figure something out. And I'm like, okay, you're not going to figure anything out.
Okay, Ron.
Michael, Natalie, and Steven, they take out Johnny. And then Colton, Kristen, and Mark find the last spear. And this is really worth noting. Colton goes to his group, run so they don't hear us. But he says it loud. And so Monet and Rob's groups both hear Colton. And then they both yell at their groups to follow Colton's group. Yeah. So everyone is there at the end when Mark has to. And of course, Colton gives it to Mark. Colton doesn't want to do it. He's like, you do it.
And Mark's like, Kristen, you haven't done it yet. And she's like, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, exactly. So he has to do it. And then Colton, of course, still gets to tell Mark who to do. And so he yells and spears Jam. And Candace, during the competition, pulled Lisa aside, which we talked about, and was like, Monet said your name. And I love that Candace didn't wait for the end of the episode to reveal that. The second the information came to her, she went to the person she was loyal to and told them. Because if there was any window of time where Lisa found that out and it wasn't from Candace, it could have been detrimental to their working relationship.
Right.
So it just shows that, like, whoever you're the most loyal to, you need to, like, be on top of communicating with them and telling them things as soon as you can when it's reasonably safe. So I'm like, Candace is playing a good game. I really like that she did that.
Yeah.
Another Bravo, or my first Bravo moment of the episode so far. And by the way, we've been highlighting Bravo and Hell No moments. And if you're new to the show, Bravo moments are moments we loved, big, small, or in between. And Hell No moments are moments that we didn't love, big, small, or in between. So my first Bravo moment of the show was Rob asking if Mora needs help running, and so he throws her over his shoulder and runs with the spear and Mora. And he knew what he was doing for the cameras, but I didn't mind.
Yep. Yep.
I didn't mind. It was very hot that he was willing to just carry her through the field. And then Dorinda's behind her, like,
Yeah.
like her Jazzercise arms running.
And Alan's like, it's been a while since Dorinda got a ride. She can't get a ride. It's like, Alan. So neat.
Ellen. It was hilarious. It's perfectly appropriate for a New York housewife. And then, okay, a little bit of a hell no moment for me was Jam Jam starting to cry.
Oh, I wrote that too. Yes.
He's just so abrasive in every regard. He starts crying because they stabbed his shield, and Mora leans in, Bravo moment, and is like, what are those fake tears he's crying? What is that?
She's like,
what are
"He's
those?
Crying? Yeah.
I was like,
oh, yeah, I was fully like, yeah, the fact that he was like, what? Is he crying? That was so funny. I think he's like really paranoid, and I think he strikes me as a person that thinks that everyone is always thinking about him and like is like focused on him. And so he's like, I need a shield because everyone's coming after me. It's like, I don't think that's the case. Like, no.
But I'm going to give Jam Jam some credit here. The games like Survivor and Big Brother really, it's known that you leave with a degree of PTSD because you are constantly paranoid that people are talking about you. And the moment that you are not paranoid that people are talking about you is the week you go home.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that in these shows. So I could see some kind of PTSD being reactivated for Jam Jam doing this. And like Jam Jam is like, I understand that this is part of it. But so I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt with that. Like, I understand where that comes from, watching Big Brother for so many years and seeing what people go through. And not everyone deals well with it. There's been like manic episodes on that show because of the paranoia of people talking about you and being nice to your face and then talking shit behind your back. And like, if you have any kind of trauma with bullying as a kid, which I'm sure someone like Jam Jam does, because he just rubs me wrong instantly. So I'm sure he did that as a child to people. I can understand, but also there's a degree of the game. And this, honestly, he does this in the car too. So let's tie it in. In the car on the way home, Mark tries to apologize and be like, sorry, Jam Jam, it was nothing personal. Like, we had to pick somebody, and there's a degree of these competition games where you have to smile and be like, it's okay, and like make people feel okay for like putting you on the block or putting you up for nomination or whatever, because you don't want to be seen as a difficult person that holds a grudge.
Yeah.
If you're seen as a difficult person that holds a grudge, we can't keep you in the game. Like, you're obviously angry at me, so I can't keep you here. And so what Jam Jam is doing very poorly with his gameplay is he's being abrasive. Mark tries to apologize, and he snaps at him in the car and gets all weird and is like, I think you made the wrong decision. Instead of being like, it's okay, like, I understand you were in the moment, and like, I just want you to know, like, I want to work with you. And that's how you do it.
Yeah.
You don't bite his head off. So between the crying and then snapping at Mark in the car, I think those are really detrimental moves to Jam Jam's gameplay and his relationship with those people.
And I feel like it's Survivor, where he's from especially, like, there's such a stress placed on like the immunity idol and like having safety. And so like he and Natalie are so obsessed every mission with like, well, wait, shields. So like, I'll give him credit for that too. But yeah, he's not handling the stress and the paranoia well. Not like I could, but yeah, he's not handling it well.
I would just assume everyone's talking about me, and you just have to compartmentalize it. You have to.
Yeah.
Or you end up like Jam Jam.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the car ride home. Tiffany tells Mora that Ron was going after her, which I think is really smart for Tiffany and Mora's working relationship that builds trust. And now Mora has somebody that she can target. And as a Mora fan, I'm like, yes, get him out, Mora.
Yes.
Like, someone needs to tell her that he's coming after her, potentially at the round table that day. And then Eric is scared of throwing off Wonder Boy Colton's plan, so he's not telling anyone about his secret that he heard of information, like all day. He's just sitting on it. He's continuing to sit on it in the car.
Yeah.
And we go back to the house, and now everyone's like freshened up and they're eating and getting ready for the round table. We see Michael eating a bowl of pasta and he's like shoveling it into his mouth. And honestly, maybe he's starving. Judging by the lack of smoked salmon at the breakfast table every morning, I'm sure at this point they're starving.
Okay, but like the fact that it was like he was shoveling a mouth on the edge of the plate.
Promise, you would do the same thing.
Not if I knew I was on camera. I would at least try to twirl. It wasn't like edge on the plate, like it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, I love it. I'm here for it. But that
again,
was so
he's just
funny.
making reality TV gold over here. He's spinning straw into gold.
The camera people were like
he's spinning spaghetti into gold.
The camera people were like this, and they were like, oh, wait. Get that. Okay, good.
Yeah. Well, I have another Bravo moment. And this is some great gameplay from Natalie. I was talking about how people were coming up and recovering from the competition. And Natalie recovers with Tara in the kitchen and explains why they picked her. And I'm just like, okay, we're seeing Tiffany, Natalie, and Mark being really cognizant of the relationships of people in the house and not wanting them to feel like they were being directly targeted by them.
Yeah.
And I think it's really fun and interesting that all three of those people are faithfuls and they're apologizing to other faithfuls. Like, so that could be really good for the faithfuls. This could really bind people together, a strong group. And as soon as this group comes together and realizes that they could have an alliance and swing votes, like Big Brother, they know it from day one.
Yeah.
Traitors has taken a long time for some of these celebrities to get on board with a strategy like this. As soon as they have a solid group of people that want to work together, they can swing votes. And I just like pray it's not fucking Wonder Boy's crew of goons. And it's like a group of people that we actually like.
Yeah.
Natalie enters a room with Ron and she sits down and leans in and looks at Ron and is like, are you a traitor or are you faithful?
Yeah.
And he says, he knows, he says he's a faithful, and he says he's not always an open person or an on person. And he didn't realize that being off would be a detriment in this game.
Yeah.
Which is like, God, Ron, it's day 4. Like, I don't know. You work in entertainment. And these people all work in entertainment. How do you not know how to schmooze?
I didn't know that. Like, I really need to watch his stand-up because I'm like, what is his stand-up like? Because
I don't want to knock it, but I'm not a fan.
Oh, really?
I mean, he does a lot of like Comedy Central shows where they'll like bring comedians on. And like he's part of like little ensemble like day play comedy things, or like he'll be on YouTube shows or podcasts doing the same thing. But like I've never like seen a stand-up set or been like, this is one of my favorite stand-up comedians.
I guess I guess I don't see a lot of introverted stand-up comedians. Like, we tend to be, I said we, because I've done a stand-up class, like obnoxious and like attention-seeking, like we tend to, like, I don't know, it's interesting to me. Maybe I shouldn't find his comedy because I'm like, wow, I just don't see this person as a stand-up comedian. But we come in all, I said it again. They come in all shapes and sizes and forms.
No, I get it. I understand. And I understand that it's like no one's battery runs that long and it's hard to be on all the time. But like Traitors is like a 13-day marathon or like 2-week marathon.
It's televised.
Like you're pretty much, if the cameras are in the room, you got to be on. And that's just that's how the game is. And that's how you have to work with people. You can't be unlikable. You can't and expect people to want to. But you know what? Maybe Ron's going to prove me wrong. Maybe Ron is going to be one of the first people to succeed and win a reality TV competition show, not getting along and not being interested in getting to know his peers. Maybe they will. I don't know how that's going to work for him, especially when the group seems to be targeting a lot of people of color and a lot of women.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going to work for him to not fit in with the bros. But I don't think it's going to go well. I really don't.
And and the way that he was like, I'm a faithful. was like kind of off-putting, and like
He's so
it didn't help
off-putting, and
his
he's so.
case.
It's just.
I feel bad for him.
He's just not somebody you want to hang around with. You know.
And I'm sorry, I feel bad for him because everyone's like, wow, you really strayed us in the wrong direction. When Portia said, when we killed Ian, like, how was he not supposed to go with that? Like, I feel bad that, like, they're still
No, I
harping on
know.
him for
I
that.
understand. I understand that Portia laid it out on the silver platter, but I also just think that like she's so ditzy, Thomas. Like,
Well,
I know they had to find someone and get someone out, but it's the same thing is happening to Ron, right? So just like Ron led the dog pile onto Portia, now everyone's going to dog pile onto Ron because those are safe outs, and it's not me. Like I said with the Tiffany thing, those are 3 names that aren't me. So sure.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Sorry. Someone has to go.
And
And it's not me and the people that I like. And Ron is being so unlikable. Why would anyone deter?
and I think I sent this to you, this Instagram person talking about the ways that they would change the show. And one of them was like, she talked about how in the beginning, if you get a faithful out, it's really not a big deal. Like if you find a traitor early on, they're just going to be replaced. So like you're just whittling down your numbers of who you have to split your prize money with. So the fact that like if someone wasn't getting along with people and was making things more difficult, and they go home and they're like, I'm a faithful, I'd be like, okay, well, oops. Like
Yeah, exactly. You only want to go to the end with fewer people and with your allies. But that same video, the girl recommended there be like punishment. If you vote out a faithful, you lose money.
Yeah.
And
Or
if
like
you vote out a traitor, you get money.
right. Or like 3 faithfuls
Like,
in a row or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, the prize pot should not even be a locked in number. It should be completely variable based on this stuff. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Mark, Rob, and Maura, in this point in the game are talking about Colton headhunting Tiffany, and neither of those people are really motivated to get Tiffany out. Steven then goes up to Colton and in the edit and like asks Colton why, and Colton basically describes Tiffany talking game. And in Big Brother, talking game means when you sit down with someone and I say, Thomas, this is who I'm thinking we got to get. This is who I'm thinking of, and like it's got to be one of these 3 people. The group obviously wants Ron. They obviously want Michael, but I also want to throw Jam Jam's name in there because I don't really trust Jam Jam. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And Colton is doing something. He's just a bull in a fucking china shop, and this would be strategic if he wasn't just like so direct and obnoxious about it. But he goes and tells Jam Jam they need to go after Tiffany because I, Wonder Boy, have your best interests at stake. She talks about you behind your back, man. She told me that she's targeting you, and that's okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But doing it in a public forum, doing it in the open kitchen with other people, and doing it with the tone and the like ferociousness that he does it is so damning. It's like it would be if he brought it down to 8%, it would be perfect gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be building alliances. He'd still be getting the people out that he wants. But because he rushes around and like literally serial killer eyes people into doing what he wants to do and then like baits them, plays with their words, it's very provoking, and it's not gonna he's definitely not going to the end of the game. I mean, he's gonna.
No.
Okay, so round table time.
Incredible.
It was a really good round table. It was, I was like, the whole time. I mean, Tiffany gave it to us. She went out in a ball of glory.
Oh, the whole round, her at the round table was my biggest Bravo moment of the whole episode. She was so good.
Yes. Yeah, no. Tiffany at the round table was also my biggest my Bravo moment.
My favorite was she was going back and forth with Colton. He's like something about smart, and she's like, no, I'm smarter than you. Okay. Like that was.
I loved that.
And then when she goes to Jam, she's like, and now I'm talking to you. And he was like, well, I don't like how you said that, but okay. And I'm like, that is how you talk, sir. Like
it's literally how he talks to everybody.
He did not like. He has tasted his own medicine, and it is bitter. Okay.
How many F's is it? Because I'm stupid.
Oh my God, TIFANY, like the company.
Thomas, I know, like, of all people, you would never admit that you'd want to, like, beat somebody up, but, like, come on, did you not want to just remove Colton's leg slowly with a chainsaw?
Every time he comes on my camera, on my screen, I have a visceral reaction. It's becoming Jax Taylor level. Like,
It's almost beyond it for me. At least with Jax Taylor, there was a small ramp up for me emotionally watching The Valley.
well, you've had more
With Colton,
programming.
it's like someone stabbed me.
Yeah, Colton came out of nowhere. Jax, you've built a relationship with over many seasons. Colton, you're just like, ugh.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just it's like I would rather eat. I don't want to say that.
It's just like the misogyny's clear. The like, just, ugh. I just hope he's not teaching all of this to his son. It's just like, it's just gross.
He has a son.
He has a son with his husband. Yeah.
They've only been together like 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They have a baby boy.
It's not his
boy.
DNA, is it?
I don't know. I know they had it via surrogate, but I don't know whose DNA it is. That is so crazy. It's not his DNA.
Oh, I'm very worried about his DNA. I don't think it should be reproduced.
But,
Okay. Well,
my hell no moment also of the roundtable was Colton saying, "Tiffany, you're the traitor I'm going after tonight." That I just instantly cringed. I really don't like him.
the fact that he feels so confident kicking it off and like doing that, and she had no idea, dude.
Yeah.
Nobody told her that this was going to happen. I would have ran and told her.
Yeah.
I would have ran and told her. And she explains that like he's probably stupid and has no idea what she was doing. She was talking about her options and she was talking game and she thought that was going to be, relationship building or whatever. Ron finds a place to talk. These men and their confidence, I don't understand where they were raised and what environment they were raised in, but like the humbling needs to happen. Because Ron then jumps in and tries to say something about Maura. And Maura shuts him down like that.
Yeah.
She's like, "You're a liar. You did the same thing to Portia. Don't come for me."
Traitor.
And he's just like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love her. Yeah. And she was like, "I'll take that as a compliment," about saying that he heard light footsteps. That was so funny.
What do you think of old golden ears?
Oh, God.
Old golden ears Eric coming through and saying,
I heard a
nail in the
laugh.
coffin for Tiffany, where he's like, "When I was tied to the tree, I heard a laugh. And I listened to songs." What did he say? I literally
He's like,
wrote
"I'm
this down.
99% sure that laugh came from
Yeah.
you, Tiffany.
I listened to
I
listened to songs on repeat over and over, get 30, 40 times for pitch differences and blah, blah, blah. And I wouldn't get this wrong." And then even Rob used it when he wrote her name down.
Yeah.
He's like, "I trust Eric's ears."
Many people before and after were like, "Eric is kind of what did it for me. Like, he's why I wrote her name." And Tiffany was like, "Well, we need another job for you while you're here because you miss her."
Yeah, well, no, she says, she's like, she says, "You might need another career," which probably explains why you're here.
Wait, she said, I thought she said like while you're here. Oh, wow, that's funny.
No. You probably need it. She said, "You might need another career," which explains why you're here. And it's true. He's not in a K-pop band anymore. He doesn't.
Damn.
So, I mean, she was right. I mean, it really hurt my heart. And like, I'm really happy that Candace jumped in and said something, because I know that Candace did not agree with it. And I'm happy she just didn't sit back and let these people, like there was a lot of cowards in the room at this round table that did not speak up. Do I think Johnny Weir thought that Tiffany was a traitor? No. Do I think Tara thought she was a traitor? No. Tara was literally crying. Candace speaks up and is like, "I don't think Tiffany's a traitor," and brings it back to Ron. And something that Candace is doing really well is she's being outspoken, and she's naming a target at the round table, and she's being present as a traitor, acting as a faithful, and she's targeting one specific person, which seems to fit her narrative. So I really like that she's playing this kind of game. She's doing really well.
I was gonna say, I wrote that down, that I used to think she talked too much, like at these roundtables. I'm like, girl, enough. But now it's like she is very much like playing the role of a faithful, and that's obvious because people are trusting her. Monet's coming up to her telling names. Like, I think right now she has like the best game of the three of them.
I agree.
Yeah.
Um,
I have a question for you.
what?
If someone that everyone's accusing of being a traitor, like Tiffany, starts crying, like,
Mhm.
to me that's like automatic, like, okay, this person is not a traitor, because if they're fake crying right now, like, that's some psychopath behavior. Because she's not an actress. Like, would you think differently if someone started crying?
Absolutely.
Right?
I can't handle when someone starts crying in my presence, I will immediately start crying too.
Yeah.
And I also am naturally very defensive of underdogs. And so I would be like probably risking my own position to protect Tiffany at this point. And it's week 4. I know watching these games that the stink of suspicion is never going to go away for her.
Yeah.
So if she starts crying at that round table, I would immediately look for the next target. Like I would have gone for Ron. No, like I wouldn't be there targeting a woman anyway. I would have been shooting for Ron at the table because Rhonda has shown me he doesn't want to work with me at all.
Right.
And now Tiffany's crying, like, and especially because the way she did it, it was so natural. It didn't feel like it was crocodile tears right off the jump. It was like everyone's shitting on her, and she nothing, and like there's no evidence. There's nothing she can really say besides I was talking game with you. It's like he's punishing. What Colton did is went up and baited her, asked her what she was thinking and who she thought a traitor was, and then used her answer as her death sentence.
And I feel like
it doesn't make me trust him at all because I'm like, I can't talk to you about my strategy either because you're going to hold it against me.
And I feel like a traitor wouldn't cry because innately they know that what they're doing is wrong and they're lying. So like they would be met with defensiveness, like they would be showing defensiveness and or frustration, whereas Tiffany's giving like dejection and like, I don't know.
I do think that everyone expresses frustration in different ways.
Yeah.
So I do think someone could cry. I mean, these are half these people are actors. Like there could be tears. That's fine.
You think a traitor? Traitor would cry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because I could cry. I could cry now.
Really?
I could cry at any point.
Oh my God!
Yes.
I love that for you.
Yeah. No, I could cry on command. I could cry right now just talking about Tiffany. I could find a way to cry. So I don't think that's it. But I do think that the way it was presented was so faithful.
Yeah.
And even if it wasn't faithful, this is an opportunity. If she's a traitor and I come in and save her ass, like there's so many benefits to coming in and saving Tiffany now.
Yeah.
Because if she is a traitor, she's taken me to the end.
Right.
Because I've got her back and I stopped that from happening. But I mean, she's a woman of color, and she is a gamer. And I just don't think that she could have came back from it once they decided. Plus it's episode 4. They've been dogpiling the whole time. It's going to be really hard for her to get enough votes to stay. And so of course she fails and doesn't get to stay. Yeah. Which is sad because she's like, I have a kid that has to go to college and like I actually need the money, and it was sad. But I tried to comfort myself in that when she was so upset, and I was like, don't worry, Tiffany, like you're gonna have interviews and you're gonna have a press tour. Last year Dylan Efron's press tour lasted a year. I know Tiffany's not Dylan Efron, but even if she gets 6 months press tour, like there's another 40 or 50 grand in there for you, you know?
I did think the fact that she voted for Jam Jam, I'm like, girl, at least vote for Ron. Like he's the next options, like vote for him. I know,
throw the number. Yeah. Throw the number.
Yeah. What I loved, my last Bravo moment of the show was when Colton was like during the roundtable was like, if I'm wrong, I'll wear the pie on my face, and she goes, you sure will. Ew, that was gross. Colton and Eric's faces when she said she was faithful. I ate it up.
He knew she was faithful.
Well, I don't think Eric,
I actually didn't think. I was not satisfied. I don't think
Eric knew. Eric was 99%
Eric didn't
sure.
know. Eric is like just wants Daddy Colton's dick in his ass, frankly. I don't know if Eric is out, but he might be soon.
Yeah. I
He
don't-
might be soon, is what I'm saying, because he flocks to Colton after this. After Tiffany's kicked out, he flocks to Colton's side and is looking for reassurance and comforting, like aftercare. Like he's like, Donnie, did I do good? We earned this together, right? And then Colton loves it because he's almost displacing any guilt he has from getting Tiffany out onto Eric. He's like, well, you did it too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. And I'm like,
And
if murder was real in that castle,
yeah. My last hell no moment was him kind of closing out the episode being like, he says, I'll wear the pie. No, he says, I'm not gonna change my strategy. It's bold, I'm aggressive. It's probably not the best way, but it's who I am. And it's like, yeah, well, we know. Hence the restraining order.
but I am going to barrage you with some Bravo and hell no moments I have from the episode.
Please.
One, after the round table, Michael calls out ringleaders that are at the round table. And I'm happy he's doing that. I know everyone hates Michael. I know everyone's shitting on Michael because of his political beliefs, because of how abrasive and unpalatable he can be. I think he gives very New York mail, and maybe it's because I lived in New York for so long and worked in New York, I can handle and understand these people. But Michael calls out ringleaders, and I'm in favor of that. These people are sitting back and letting the hunks, as Michael calls them, Colton, Rob, and Steven, run the game. And he says one of those hunks is a traitor. And he's right.
He's right. But also,
he's right. What?
I wouldn't call Steven running the game. We haven't heard anything from him, but he is a hunk.
You're right. But Steven is present in the competitions with making the teams.
Right.
And if people are naturally looking to Steven as one of the I hate that they're all men dictating who the teams are. Don't get me started on that. That'd be immediately who I'm targeting. If I was in the Traitors game, I'd be like, who is this flock of sheep looking to put them into teams? I'm targeting those fucking men because they think they're going to run the show. I have no idea. I know it's a societal thing where these guys get off thinking that they're the leaders when they're like the dumbest dummies ever. Not you, Stephen. We love you.
Love you.
But whatever. Michael is spot on by being like, I just think it's weird. Like one of these three hunks has to be a traitor. He's so right. So bravo, Michael, for calling out ringleaders and not being afraid. Bravo, Michael, for identifying that a hunk is a traitor because he's the first one to even think about it. Everyone else is glamored by their good looks. Seriously.
Yeah.
Here are my hell no moments. Are you ready for some hell no?
Please.
Okay. Hell no, Michael, eating your pasta.
Yeah, that was wild. That was nefarious. Yeah.
Hell no, Colton's smug, dumb face every time he talks to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And then I put, hell no, Colton smiling and sharing the wrong vote of Tiffany out with Eric. Like, how do some of these people not become violent? If I was Tiffany, I know Tiffany started to become emotionally affected and she literally checked herself at the table and was like, I'm sorry, I'm clearly becoming emotionally affected by this, blah, blah, blah. I don't think I'd have that much restraint and self-awareness.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't. He is very provoking.
I get so frustrated at just a board game. Like if everyone's ganging up on me on in a board game, which we know is a thing that you and our friends like to do. Like I get so heated. I can't imagine how she was feeling in that moment.
And it only is going to get worse with him because he is getting confidently reinforced every round table that this group votes in favor of his voice. It's just going straight to his ego. And his head's just going, I'm pumping up his head. It's like,
yeah.
And for reality TV, it's gold. Don't get me wrong. As much as I disdain Wonder Boy, he's making the show.
People are hate watching
much
it.
more. I mean, I'm emotionally invested.
Right.
And I am going to get wasted when he's banished or murdered.
I was going to say, people is it this episode? Is it this episode that he's murdered? Yeah.
The episode that he goes out, you and I should drink every time we say his name.
Okay. Yeah.
That should be a slosh fest celebration episode.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I've got our questions that we normally ask when the episode's over. So Thomas, who is burning too bright?
Colton and now Eric, I guess I would add to that, but it's the same. It's our usual suspects: Colton, Michael,
Ron.
Ron. Yeah, all the people that already have targets on their back. I would say maybe even Jam Jam being a little bit like, I mean, he's paranoid and
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Who's laying low?
I will say I'm excited to see like the beginnings of, you know, people like Mark and Kristen and Tara like beginning to show that they are actually playing the game. So I
think it's wild that they're not being called out though for being so quiet. Like
Yes.
Steven at the round table, was he even in the room?
Right.
Kristen, were you even in the room? Johnny, where were you? I didn't even.
Right.
Were you there? On Michael Rappaport, I'm going to commend. He did a good job of being quieter at this round table. Like,
Yeah.
he got the note to lay low and he did his best. Rob, I mean, I know he's a traitor, so he's laying low, but it could be to a detriment. It could be too quiet. And Natalie, I thought they were all silent at the round table.
Yeah, a lot of people are laying low, and yeah, it is weird that it's not being called out, because that is traitor behavior, as we saw with Dan 2 seasons ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, who is going to self-destruct from their ego?
Hopefully Wonder Boy, and probably Michael, and probably Jam Jam. Again, yeah,
and Ron.
And Ron.
Ron, Mr. I'm gonna play thing and we do things the way I want. Don't talk to me. Don't put my name up. Whatever, Ron.
I think it's all the
okay.
I think it's all the people who have camera time that aren't traitors. Like everyone else who's laying low, they're probably going to be the faithfuls that stay the longest and actually, you know, have a way to win the game. Whereas these people that are burning too bright and have ego will be gone, and they'll be the ones that are banished, and they'll be like, "Oops, we still don't have traitors out."
I really think Colton is the definition of self-destructing from ego for this question specifically. Like, he's just his literal strategy is dictating the vote every single time, and just telling people if they don't, you know, do what I'm doing, and if I don't do it and I switch up at the last second, then you can vote me out, but otherwise we're safe. Like, that's what he's doing every time, and it's just not going to work.
The fact that he said,
if he keeps
no,
what? Sorry.
The fact that he was like, yeah, maybe I'm wrong, and if I shoot my shot and I'm wrong, I'll be humble about it. I'll wear the pie. And then immediately after the roundtable, he's like, I'm still going to be bold and aggressive. This is how I'm playing. It's like, okay, so you didn't learn anything then.
Well, what, eat the pie? Like, wear the pie? He's not doing that. I don't think he has a humble fingernail. No. Okay, next. Reputation damage or trust erosion. Whose trust is decaying into the law?
I mean,
whatever we normally say.
Honestly, the biggest example I think this episode is Eric. The fact that he was like, I know that was Tiffany's laugh. And then it's like, oops, okay, so it wasn't. I'd be like, okay, so I'm not really going to listen to what you have to say as much as I would have before.
Yeah. Your evidence is kind of as useless as Ron's.
It's giving Ron. Yeah.
Evidence at this point.
Portia.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, Ron's a complete outcast at this point. So I think his trust is almost completely eroded. I do think that specifically like Jam Jam and Mark and Jam Jam and Michael and Jam Jam and like other people are starting to, not want to work with him or not trust him. I think Colton obviously is losing because if I was a gamer and I watched that he took a conversation of game talk with Tiffany the way he did and then used it at the round table, I would not want to talk to him about game ever.
At all, yeah.
Which is weird, because I feel like he still has so many allies. I don't
know why.
What they see.
Yeah.
I think that Lisa has kind of repaired anything that she had from voting out Portia at this point. Like, she's working well with Candace and the other women. I know, especially now that Caroline was killed off, I think there's definitely something in the air that's like, oh, well, it can't, I have to get closer with the other women that I trust, like another housewife or like another female in the house, because Caroline was killed. And a woman wouldn't have done that. Like, it's less suspicious. So I do think it worked a little bit to Lisa's advantage in this episode. But I do see, obviously, there's going to be trust erosion with Monet and Lisa specifically, because Candace told Lisa about what Monet said.
Right.
Okay, and social standing shifts. Do you see any of like people and their allies changing in this episode?
I guess we see some like the people that are laying lower like start to form bonds. Like I know Mark and Kristen are close. They did that competition together, but like Mark and Kristen and like the quieter faithfuls. Like when Stephen was talking to Colton, I was like, first of all, stop that. But like it was good to see him actually like playing the game. I don't know. I'm upset that they put that on his lower third, that he's from One Tree Hill. He's from Laguna Beach, okay? And second,
well, everyone's talking about that online.
Yeah.
And I guess he chose One Tree Hill because he did more episodes of it than he did Laguna.
wait, really?
Yeah, so I guess, and also like, if you were an actor and you did one unscripted show as a teenager, and then you did one scripted show that was a mega hit, and you did more episodes of that show, wouldn't you want to say that you did the more actory role than the unscripted show?
Yeah, plus, okay, now
I get it.
Now I need to watch that show. I didn't know he was on it for that long.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think it was like 2 seasons or something, 3 seasons.
Okay, might be worth it to watch that.
Yeah. No, so that's what he chose, and that's the tea behind it. Like, he chose that
Okay.
for his credit. The producer said, which one do you want? And he chose that.
That's fine. Whatever he wants.
He actually asked if he could be actor, and they said, no, you have to pick one of your properties.
Oh.
So
Wait, that's weird.
I
Did anyone
know,
else have
but
that?
whatever.
Isn't Michael Rappaport actor?
I think he's comedian.
Okay.
I don't know. I barely look at those thirds. My brain just like, I don't know, I watch too much reality TV. It just washes out. Half the time it's hilarious too. Like, I think The Bachelor
Oh my
makes
God.
fun of people with that
Bachelor's
stuff.
lower
And I
thirds
barely-
are incredible.
They are. I know Paradise Island has really, really funny ones. They even amp it up more, but okay. Well, when it comes to like social standing shifts for me, I'm like, when are these women going to stop listening to these loser men? That's a social standing for me. Like, are you finally seeing at the 4th roundtable that the men are getting it wrong?
Over and over again? Yeah.
Yeah. So why aren't one of you guys stepping into the spotlight and taking it? I know it's scary. I get it. I also see a little group forming around Colton. I mentioned at the top of the episode, but I think it's very telling that right after breakfast, when Colton wants to get his little army or his little militia into action, he is dictating to Monet, Rob, and Mark. I think those, I also noticed that Colton and Mark have been on similar teams in competitions to each other. They've been working together on challenges, which leads me to believe that those two have an alliance with each other.
Yeah.
So far, it's a great season. I'm so excited to watch every episode. Traitors is now the top-rated show on the air currently.
Really?
And that's not a surprise. Yeah.
I did want to mention one more thing. One detail that I thought was really cute. When they're talking about who to murder and they're watching people like get in bed and stuff. Did you see on Johnny Weir's nightstand there was a picture of Tara?
Yes, I did see it, and I laughed so hard
cute.
because it was like, Tara.
Yeah, it was really sweet.
We need to have that on our bedstand when we're on the show.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, that'd be really cute. All right, well, thanks for recapping this episode with me, Thomas, and we'll do it again soon.
It's my pleasure.
We'll do the next one.
Thank you to L'Oreal for brightening those brows.
Yeah, hopefully they sponsor us. I'm going to send them clips and be like,
Probably
what the
problematic.
fuck, L'Oreal? My eyebrows, thank you for tuning in to this week's meeting. If you had a Bravo or hell no moment or clocked some straight up demonic behavior, Make sure you come talk to us on Instagram at the Bravoholics Anonymous, or follow along on TikTok at Bravoholics.Anonymous for clips, hot takes, and all the chaos. And if you're loving the show, don't forget to follow, rate, and subscribe to Bravoholics Anonymous wherever you listen to podcasts. It helps the podcast more than a Sprinter van therapy session in Greece. And as always, keep your champagne cold and your taglines iconic. We'll see you at next week's meeting. We did it.
I did it. Oh, my batteries.
Look at these brows.